I'm back again, and I it's frustrating how people rush and don't do actual research into stuff. It just frustrating. So last time I was trying to find this because right here it says early release date December the 18th, early release date December the 20th. That's because in some places Mufasa was released on the 18th. It wasn't released the same day as Sonic, even though it said domestically it was. But when you go down a little bit further, you see 18th, 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 18th. See? So they was not released at the exact same time, but they were. Now, if you look at this, you're like, oh yeah, if you only look at the domestic data, it looks like Sonic did well or better, right? But again, domestic data is not the total. As you can see here, domestically, Sonic, nearly 70% of Sonic money is from domestic, but that's not the total. The opposite is here, or near the hey, this has changed, but it was closer to 70% earlier. Now 60, nearly 60% of Mufasa money coming from domestic. If you take out the domestic and you only look at the sorry, you take out the international and you only look at the domestic, it look like Sonic is winning. But again, you have to look at the whole number, the total number. Now, while that being said, I was waiting to make this because I was waiting for the international numbers to update because they haven't been updated since my last video or last week. And while I was doing that, some of the numbers have been updated. This one's not haven't been updated here yet. It's been slightly updated, but this is not. This was just like the patch after a few days ago, so it haven't been updated for this total week number. Sonic was just updated here, but again, one is being updated, just updated, and the other one haven't. So it's hard to use these numbers. But if you look at the before the update, here's what the numbers were before the update. This is what the number is now for Mufasa. This is what it was before the update. That's that's 37. Now that's 37 million, 37.4 million dollars since before the last update. This is what it was for Sonic. That is a difference of 27.9 or sorry, 23.9 or 24 million. That means in the same time, before the updates, before things changed, Mufasa had made far more money than Sonic. That's why you have to look at the numbers carefully. Don't just take what people say. So before this international number, these numbers haven't updated yet because Sonic, the number just updated. Like you can see here, it just have Sonic just was updated. Sonic was just updated. Like while skin is set up, Sonic was updated for yesterday's number. For Mufasa, they haven't updated Mufasa's number yet. Oh, they might have something here. Weekly. That's okay. The six. Yeah, they just added it. They just added this. Mufasa is number one in Spain for weekends, but it doesn't have. Yes, it haven't updated the total number. That's why I tell people you have to be careful. And I don't really use this site because I saw that these numbers was off, like from the update. When you update, these numbers was updated. Then I come back here, and this will be higher. I'm like, if they using if you using their numbers, why are your numbers far lower? But yeah, this number had just been updated. But when you look at my previous number that I was using, Sonic made less. Now, how much less is were they for the update? Again, this is what Sonic was before the recent update. It was not this high. The international numbers just came in and look like some of the domestic number. Uh, let's see, domestic. Let me jump to the domestic. See the last time there was update on the first, so it's slightly outdated. So when I was looking at here, and I went to find the domestic numbers, I scrolled down and saw this. Yeah, Sonic is dropping on sales. If you notice, like it'll drop. Yeah, yes, every weekend it will spike up. Yes, but overall here, the first Saturday, it dropped by 50%. First Sunday, it dropped by 30%. The first this no first is this. Let me double check. Yeah, no, no, that's Friday. The first Friday, it dropped by 50%. Oh, come on. Ah, that was weird. Hate it when it does that. Okay, but like I was saying, if we look at it, this is Friday number. First Friday went down by 50%. First Saturday it went down by 30% compared to the previous Saturday, which was already down. The first Sunday went down by 50%, 30%, and another 30% here. But you see a more downward trend. Now Mufasa, is something wrong? A box. So let's look at this. Mufasa. Also, when you see a number in green, that means this number is not haven't been properly calculated. So this may go up, this may go down. But first Sunday or first Friday, it went down by 10%, 10%. But then you see the first Saturday, it went up by 12%. Then when the first Sunday went up by 11%. Then the first Monday, or the first Monday after this one, uh, it went up by 9%. Then went up again by 11%, 1% compared to the week before. So you see a upward trend. And then here, uh, this is the year. This is just first day, so I don't know why they put the yearly number or whatever. But you see an upward trend, and then just drop here, and this is after the holiday. So here, but this was already spiked high. So you see the difference. Sonic numbers, and also you can see they only have the first here and they have the second here. So Sonic numbers, even here, it was in third place. This is only being first and second place. But you can see how Sonic is slowly going down, while Mufasa is basically holding steady and sometimes rising. And that's why when I looked at this bar or this graph, you see this number here. If you read here, they say the average move is in this range. Mufasa is all the way up here. And then when you look at Sonic, the average move is in the same range, around the same range, or Sonic move range or whatever. And Sonic is barely above that. So I'm waiting for this to be updated to do another calculation, but haven't. And then there's this. Mufasa beat Sonic on the holiday. Same thing happened on Christmas and during that week because when you look at the total number, when you look at the overall number, Mufasa is beating Sonic every week. If you only look at the weekend, you would think Sonic is winning, but it's not. And then there's this. Sonic could drop digitally in a few weeks. You don't do this if you think your movie is gonna do well in the long run. You drop it digitally if you know, especially this fast. Like maybe Lion King is gonna do it, but I haven't seen anything saying the Lion King is gonna drop their movie digitally in a few weeks. They're just rushing from theater to digitally, and that's weird. Like Science 2 maybe coming to sooner than you think, and I'm like, what? They already have box out for it. I'm like, yeah, it's being rushed. It's being rushed too much. But then there's this false rumor that Sonic wanted to buy, Disney wanted to buy Sonic. It has been proven false. But that's the thing. People didn't do actual research on this. You know what? You know where people got their information from? A literally a literal what's the name of that? Satire page. That's this page right here. This page is literally satire. It's not an actual page. Oh, this is a satire page. This is not actually real. Was satire. Basically rumors. It is satire. Yeah, it was literally made up and people just ran with it. It's not real. Another rumor that was fake. Another rumor that was fake. You see where it's going? People will see a rumor and then run with it. So again, this is the difference that before this updated, before any of the update happened on any of these pages, this is the difference Mufasa had made to sign. One 130.8 million difference. It's for any of the updates. Friday, the weekend numbers or the week numbers here was lower. It was closer to this. So It wasn't updated, and these numbers haven't been updated as well. That's why I'm refreshing to see if anything update. But yeah, this is the difference. Sonic, Sonic was losing, and guess what? Even if I put in new numbers, even if I put in new numbers here, this is Mufasa number. This is Sonic number. Sonic is still losing. So even with the updated numbers, Sonic is still down 86, $86 million. And again, Mufasa number here haven't been updated. Sonic number have, and yet Mufasa is still up by nearly 100 billion. So let's look at this. See here, this is one. Sonic has been leading. But here's another one. No. Disney did a lie. They say if you read closely, let's read what it said on the screen. Oh no, I don't want to play it. And they're not letting me skip. This is great. This is great. This is why.
Oh, no, no,
No,
no.
no,
Disney.
no. Look at what Disney say. Lion King is now number one in America and the world for the second week in a row. Let's look at what he. Let's look at what they say here. Look closely. What does that say? Let me try to up the quality a little bit. Weekend box number. Do you see the problem? They're using only the weekend. If you look at the weekend box number, look, they're tied. They're tied. Same exact weekend box number. Also, if you look at I I IMDb no, chart, the ratings are close too. So it doesn't rating doesn't matter. But look, 35, 37 million, 37 million. That's the weekend number. Now add the rest of the week. Disney has been up over Sonic over the week. So yes, Disney is correct. This is not lying. It is a fact that they have been leading Sonic in theaters and overall, both in the United States and uh, internationally and total across the world. They have been beating Sonic for every week since both of the movies came out. This is why you have to be careful when you look at somebody. You have to look at what was actually said and then look at where they are getting their number from because they're using only weekend number. If you use weekend number, you see 37 million for both of them. But if you use week numbers, like I did here, you use week numbers here and go to the like. Let's just go. You can't just go straight to domestic here. You have to do all these steps just to get. Then you use domestic here, and I'm guessing they're going from Tuesday to Tuesday because they put out uh yesterday or the day before. So if you use Tuesday to Tuesday number, it's Wednesday to Wednesday number. If you start in the middle of the week, yes, Disney is actually correct because Tuesday to Tuesday, you can see the major drop for Sonic. See the drops, the sign. Use Tuesday's Tuesday or Wednesday to Wednesday, week to week. Sonic is losing. So they're technically doing a sleight of hand where they're not using like Friday to Friday, but they're using Tuesday's Tuesday. But again, you have to remember this. Sonic came out on a Mufasa came out on a Tuesday. Sonic came out Oh, Wednesday. Well, Tuesday in some places, Wednesday in others. Because this is not the same. Sonic came out on Friday. This came out on Wednesday in some places. So if they are using Wednesday to Wednesday, they're they're correct. They're using Tuesday to Tuesday, they're correct. Thursday to Thursdays, they're correct. The only time where they're not correct is if you only use weekend numbers. But again, they say week, not weekend. They never say weekend. They say week. You understand the difference? If you don't, I can't tell you anything else because if you use weekend number when they literally say week and then you say no, they're lying. They're not. They say week, not weekend. Week weekend is only 2 or 3 days. The whole week is 7 days. If you only using 2 or 3 days, yes, it's made like Sunday winter, but in reality, it's not. Why I tell people do your own research, and you can see somebody sent me this site. I'm like, I'm looking at this site, and again, it's still saying Sonic is losing. You look at the box office site, Sonic is still losing. Like I'm refreshing these now to make sure the numbers are up to date. Sonic is losing. This is what I tell people. If you look at on, like, I had somebody say, "Well, I'm only talking about domestic." Okay, but that's not the total. That's not where all of their funds will come from. That's not where all the box office numbers are. I'm talking about the total. If you take out 60% here, yeah, it's like Sonic win. Same here. These numbers haven't updated. This number updated, but it's only went up by like 5. That's not good. This is literally this number updated was just updated a few days ago, just before I started recording, and this number was not in. This number was not. I don't think maybe this was in, but yeah, it took a big jump, and that's not good because as the move slowly start to lose like it's doing here, it's gonna jump up over the weekend. It always does, but then next week it's gonna be lower. Meanwhile, you look at this jumped up. But that's the thing. This haven't been calculated correctly, and I don't know if this is going to affect the. I mean, it is going to affect the overall number, but it haven't been calculated. But you look at the first here, this 10. Look at the first here, that's 8. So yeah, let's look at the 31st 7. Both are 7. Let's look at the second number. Second number same. So they're roughly the same. Yeah. And it started. Wait. Okay. Wait. I'm picking the wrong number now. 32. Okay, slightly more here. Then 31st, 7, 6, 8. 30. No, 30. 7, 7. So slightly more here. But again, here and here, maybe less than here. And probably gonna be less than this. But that's what they're doing. They're using probably Tuesday to Tuesday number because they just posted that on Wednesday. So yeah, that's the thing. That's how you have to look at it. Are they being dishonest? No. Are they using only weekend number? No. If you use only weekend number or the best number, then you're being honest for their total number. That's why I say Mufasa opening was actually higher than Sonic open. They only use domestic here. But as I show you, Mufasa opened up internet total was higher. So Mufasa opening total was 64, and Sonic opening total was 61 roughly. Just Mufasa was in the lead. Then every week after that, Mufasa lead just kept growing and growing and growing. Now that's, if you look here, it's 130. If you look here, it's, if this jump up, this probably jump up to nearly 400 million. While this haven't reached uh 300 million. So there's a good chance this is going to jump up 410 million. And if it does, it just Mufasa growing in the league. And people are like, well, both movies haven't been out internationally. I did the math. Look how poor it did in South Korea, and it just came out. See if I can pull it out. If it's here, this is not showing up here because I don't think it's being broadcast or being It's in South Korea theater, but yeah, I'm trying to find low opening, but all of the openings for Mufasa. Okay, here's some. Iceland. Not too many people in Iceland, but yeah, it's still doing fairly well. Well, no, wait, no, Greenland. No, Greenland is the one I'll cover ice. Iceland cover green. Turkey haven't even been up, or I don't know if this Turkey. Turkey does not even have an opening number yet, but it have a number here. So there's a good chance the data is being updated now. But yeah, this is why you have to be careful on how people are using stuff, because people are trying to say Sonic is winning because they only look at the domestic number. But you got to remember, if you look at the numbers, you see one domestic and international are flipped from one to the other. Now, Sonic more of a local thing, and yeah, it's not really doing too well overseas, while Mufasa is international and it's doing far better. But when the data update, I'm going to post it on my YouTube page and try to keep it as up to date as possible. Right now, I'm just waiting for Mufasa to update because Sonic just update, and normally they are like a few hours apart. This was updating every day. This is kind of weird. This was updated every day, while this took like 3 days to finally update. And when it did, it jumped. But it's like it jumped far left. I thought it was gonna hit um 30,000 by Friday, or 300,000 by 300 million by Friday, by today, and it's Friday and it's not there. And it's like the data, the with the data numbers, like by Monday it's gonna hit that. But again, by Monday, this could jump to 400 million when they update. This could jump to 400 million, and then by Monday, this could be 430. So Sonic is still down, and people are like, well, if you Sonic is slow rolling out, if you look at all the other places, I did a math. When I did the math, do you know the majority of places that on majority of places where Sonic is going to be coming out soon? Sonic 1 and 2 did between 400 or 4 million to 7 million. Mufasa in those exact same places made more than that. And Sonic 1 and 2 did between 4 and 7 million total. It's not going to be a major jump to it. Even if I double it to 14, it still won't make up major gap. And then now with data and stuff coming out saying Sonic's going to be going digital, so it's like they rush it out, then they rush into digital. And report if all of this is happening while the movie is still in there, they always tell you, okay, we're gonna rush it from theaters to digital, then we're gonna rush it from here to here, DVD. If you're doing all of that, you're doing too much rush. We heard about Sonic when Sonic 1 was in there, we heard that Sonic 2 was coming out. It was announced Sonic 2 was coming out. Then when Sonic 2 was in there, we had an announcement about Sonic 3. And now Sonic 3 is in there. We just got received announcement that they plan on Sonic 4. But I'm like, you just put the movie in there, you always are making the sequel. You're rushing it. But that's literally what catch grab. You rushing too much before done. That's why they're you look at Sonic 1 was in all in theaters around the same time. Sonic 2 had a slow roll, but it was like within a week or two, it was in all theaters at the same time. Then Sonic 3 is more than a month apart between where it's going to be. Whereas Lion King 2019 was in theaters all roughly the same time within a month of each other. Then Mufasa the Lion King was also in theater within a month or so of each other. I'm like, can you stop rushing? One movie is making or one franchise doing make sure their stuff is in a row and everything's together before they put out in theaters everywhere. Another one is slow rolling out because they didn't have translations and stuff ready for the movie to come out. So just stop rushing it. Make sure all the stuff is done before you put it on theater. But anyway, that's all I have to say. People are going to deny it, but again, the data shows for itself. Stop using just domestic. Use the total number because the total number shows a different story. When you use the whole data and not just the 60, the 30% you just the 30% you just want to talk about, while deny the other 60%, you already in the losing. You're already losing.